Jake.
This bout,
one of the hottest tickets around. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Right jab. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Good defense stopping that jab. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Whoa, and you saw the balance, and Jake Paul couldn't handle any more of it. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see? And Opetaia is down. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Both men were knocked down, and they both got up in that round.
Sometimes you talk about drawing first.
There's the bell for round 2. Keep in mind, both of these fighters got knocked down in the prior round.
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
Nice counter shot. It's all offense all the time. Punch, counter punch. Just missed with that hook. And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Back and forth they go. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. He is down big time. That's Let's get it started in round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter. So much for defensive abilities. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They block the jab. That counter shot lands. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Both men step back for just a moment. Those counter punches have to hurt. Misses with the jab. They block the left there. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Well, it's no secret who... Back at it in round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. There's a counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That jab gets blocked. Misses with the straight left. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nope, that hook won't score. Misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Are we about to see a first-round knockout? Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. Time for the 5th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
They block the left there. A straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. Good defense to block the hooks. Those counter punches have to hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Stumbling around on Bambi legs. And Jake Paul goes down. Let's see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six. Little kick.
Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. Let's start the sixth. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got a whole thing without a steam.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Insane action. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Do you believe what we're seeing? Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. Here comes round 7. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
And he scores with the counter. Beautiful counter punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Misses with the straight left. Got out of the way of that right hook. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
They blocked the left there. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. They've got the momentum. And we enter the 8th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This may do it! It's all coming to an end! How is this fight still continuing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
This is a high-octane battle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be,
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
And there's the bell for round 9. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Missing with the left hook. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Good counter punching. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Catch and shoot. Misses with the jab. Nice counter shot. Perfect counter lands. That hook won't score. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. And there's the bell for round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. He wasn't ready for that counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Holding nothing back here in the round. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Defense is not an option for these two. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. That counter shot lands. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Chance to make history. Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice defense with that jab. You'd like to see more jabs. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Jake Paul in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. There's the bell for round 12. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice work to block that left uppercut. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Both of these men showing exposure right there. The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter. And Jake Paul will have to go to the canvas. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take a...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1.
No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.